you look at what you have done with YouTube so far, do you think that anybody can do the same thing that you have done? Anybody with any kind of channel, can start a channel and then monetize in a month?
It's possible. It is very possible. The more you produce content, that's when YouTube starts spreading your channel. You're able to do videos. You hit the 1,000 subscription and even your watch hours, but YouTube might not put you in a partnership program. That YouTube will acknowledge you and spread your channel to others when you produce content on weekly or 2 weeks basis.
This video is proudly sponsored by Sharks Hive. Are you worried about the rising rate of insecurity in the country? Then worry not, Sharks Hive has got you. Sharks Hive is running a CCTV camera promotion that will allow you to view your business or home even when you are not in the country. Their full package for 4 cameras costs only 2,500 Ghana cedis. Yes, only 2,500 Ghana cedis. And this is the 1 week promotion that they are running. You can reach Sharks Hive on 054 730 8302. 054 730 8302. Hello guys, welcome to Daily News Hive, where we talk about innovative, educative, and transformative content. Today we have a very special package for you. We know that people have been wondering how to build up your YouTube channel as a side income. You want to start a side hustle as a YouTube channel. A lot of people have been asking us. So today we've gone to look for an expert in the field. He has his own YouTube channel. He started from scratch. He has monetized it. Yes, he has AdSense on his videos. And he's going to take us through the whole process. How you start from scratch, move to 1,000, and monetize your channel in just 1 month. So stay tuned for this. Welcome back. So as said earlier, we are going to be talking about how to grow your YouTube channel as a side income or as a full income. If you're looking for something to do to bring extra income, YouTube is also a nice way, a nice thing for you to look at. Now, I'm here with a surprise guest. He has experience in building his own YouTube channel from scratch, and he has more than 1,000 subscribers. He has monetized his channel. I'm going to give you an introduction to him. He's going to introduce himself. But don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If you have any questions for us, any comments, or anybody you also want us to interview, just leave it in the comment section. We'll get back to you on that. All right, so Robo, you're welcome.
Thank you, senior boss.
So kindly introduce yourself to the viewers and tell them what you do.
Okay, my name is Samuel Ajiman, aka Robocop. That's the common name people know me most of. Please ask who I am in terms of what.
So in terms of what you do, what your job is.
Okay, I'm into music as a full-time career. I'm a producer. I'm a lecturer, not academic lecturer. I teach people, a tutor. I'm into beat making, studio productions, and I am a Christian. I love God.
He wears many hats. So we are currently in his studio, Sound Factory Studio at La Paz. So if you need any music produced for you, you know where to find us. Now, let's go to YouTube. So what made you start YouTube in the first place?
Well, this is it. I created my first YouTube channel 2009.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was a friend of mine's wedding. I was dancing some crazy. That was the best man. And I uploaded. People were just watching it. But I was in level 300 then at Lagos. But I didn't take it serious. Then last year during the COVID time, a friend of mine came to record Syrian music. Then he told me that to start the channel you need just 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours. I was like, what are you talking about? Somebody told me you need 1 million subscribers.
Oh, really?
So you can imagine 2009 till when I started the channel, I've lost almost 10 good years of someone's perception or lie they gave to me. So I was like, what best way can I find to monetize my channel within that year. So he came here around.
What year was that?
That was last year, 2020, May, in May.
Okay.
In May.
During COVID.
During COVID. So I was like, how can I get to create a channel that will be monetized before the year ends? And I didn't know anything about YouTube. So I started a channel. So most of the videos that I placed there was some of the old stuff I've done. Then I realized that there was something YouTube called watch hours or watch minutes. That is the number of hours you get when people watch your content. I realized that in a week it was like I got 1.3K. That's 1.3 thousand minutes. That is
Minutes.
not, yeah.
Whoa.
So to know the number of watch hours, you divide that by 60 and you know that you are nowhere.
Yeah.
Because YouTube requirement, you need 240,000 minutes. That will be equivalent to the 4,000 watch hours.
Okay.
Be able to hit the monetization requirement. So I realized that I stopped. Sometimes I'll just open my video and watch it because it was new. I was just trying to see how things look like. And I realized that when I stopped, the watch hours was dropping.
Okay. So the more videos you were producing, the more
The
hours
watch
you were
hours,
getting.
yeah, I was getting.
Okay. We'll dive more into that. Let's switch a bit. So when you look at what you have done with YouTube so far, do you think that anybody can do the same thing that you have done? Anybody with any kind of channel can start a channel and then monetize in a month?
It's possible. It is very possible. So as I said, because I've built experience from how YouTube works now, I know some of their shortcuts or like ways that you can grow your channel faster. But it was not built from one day. It was from experience and experimenting to know how YouTube actually works. So it's very possible,
Very possible.
to build.
So that means that if if today I say let's start an experiment, I give you a niche which you are not familiar with, something like basketball.
Yeah.
I give you a niche of basketball. I say to start a channel in basketball, something related to basketball, and monetize it in 1 month. You can do it.
It is possible. I can do that.
That'll be interesting to do.
I can do that.
I'll take you up on that offer.
You're always welcome.
Okay.
Because it's out of the experience I've gotten to know. Because there are a lot of people who see YouTube to be, it's hard work though. But there are ways that when you are consistent and you produce good content, people will definitely watch. I know people have created channels like almost 10 years and it's idle and they have the same subscribers, like maybe 50 or 10, and it's still the same. Because what I realized was people, when I started producing content on weekly basis, people were like, Robo, they be now sending videos, no. Or they were saying that videos is too much. But I realized that YouTube will acknowledge you and spread your channel to others when you produce content on weekly or 2 weeks basis.
Okay.
The more you produce content, that's when YouTube starts spreading your channel. So if you have videos like 5 and it's been there for 6 years, nobody will get to see it.
Yeah.
But as you keep putting out the content, YouTube would start pushing you to places and then the channel will start growing. Once your content is good or has something enough for people to learn, it will definitely grow.
So what do you think about the future of YouTube in terms of the YouTube opportunity? Because nobody would like to invest a lot of time, money, getting equipment, taking videos, doing all that work. Then it looks like maybe after some time it becomes impossible to make money from YouTube. Because right now, if you look at it, most of the YouTube channels are not by Africans. It's not that it's recently. So the COVID made it encourage more people, more Ghanaians to produce content. But initially, it was more of the foreigners who were doing it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to watch a video on maybe how to do anything yourself, it was usually a foreigner who was doing it. But now more Ghanaians, more Africans are pushing, building good channels. But what do you think the future is? Do you think it's something that is sustainable, that people can go into and they can make enough money, take care of their family, take care of themselves, live a comfortable life?
It is very possible to survive or make a good amount of income from YouTube, even if it's a part-time thing you're doing. Most of the people who are making a lot of money take it as a full-time. Things like their office, they wake up, they have a setup at home. I've gone to my office, YouTube, that's what they do full-time. But if you take it as a part-time and you are consistent with your content too, you can make money. But the truth is, based on the little experience I have within, I think November will be just a year of being monetized. Yeah, I've been able to make some money out of Ascent, which was normally not possible, but it was possible because of where I got some of my audience from. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
So the consistency is plays a key role in how you can. It's not easy at the start. If you have 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, the number of ads that will get shown and all, it will be limited. But the issue is once you keep providing the content and your content is good enough, people are going to subscribe and the channel is going to grow. Because I have people who go and do self-subscription or have a channel help me. But if the person is not interested in what you're doing, they will never watch your content.
Exactly.
So it's very good to build good videos based on your market niche so that people will be interested to subscribe naturally. It will be organic and not like you're trying to find other ways to push.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's go to what everybody's waiting for. So imagine that somebody has come to you that I want to start a channel, and today's the first day I'm starting. So I want a 30-day plan. What are we going to do for 30 days? How are we going to build it? So if you can summarize, take us through the process of how you help someone to move from 0 to 1,000 in just 1 month.
Yeah. So the first thing I'll talk about is anytime someone comes to me for help, I ask the person, are you ready to produce content on weekly basis?
Weekly basis.
Because if we help you as a company or stuff we do, if we help you get your 1,000 subscribers and you're not producing any content, YouTube is still not going to push you. Because the requirement is that once you hit your first 1,000 subscribers, YouTube is going to start. You can apply for the partnership, and then you become a partner with YouTube. And there's a percentage where they pay you 55% and take 45% when anytime ads play on your particular video.
Okay.
So if you're unable to do videos, you hit the 1,000 subscription and even your watch hours, but YouTube might not put you in a partnership program because there's nothing. So the first thing is that you need to be ready to produce content on weekly or maybe 2 weeks basis. That's the first thing. So there's an app that I use to help build the subscribers. It's called TubeMy. I can share that with you. So it's more like you sign up and you help other people's channel. You push their channel by watching their videos, liking and commenting. It's not just one person, so you will not be like you're going to focus on one person. It keeps coming. So the more you watch, you build points.
Okay.
So when you get to a certain point, then they start pushing your channel to others too. And it's been made in such a way that when you click on the link, you have to watch the video. You can't turn it off. You have to watch for like 1 minute. Then the next thing will be for you to then subscribe before you get the points.
So it means that that's why it all comes back to the first point that even if you don't have content, you can't even use this one you're talking about.
You can't use it because you need to have enough content that can be pushed. Then there are other ways that I can't talk about. But once you are interested that you want to build your channel and have your subscribers legitimately, and it's not fake, you will see that the people who have subscribed are watching your content, your views, your likes, and everything is going up. It's genuine. There's a way out, but I can't share because it's for business purposes. But it is possible to have your first 1,000 subscribers within a month.
But what about
active
the watch
subscribers? Watch hours, there's a way out, but watch hours, based on the experience, I realized that watch hours is even difficult.
More than subscribers?
More than subscribers. And it is easy at the point if you build long content. Because if you have videos that are maybe 0.50 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, if you should have like 10 videos and each is like 2 minutes and you sum it up, it's almost 20 minutes. It will never get to an hour. But the issue is watch hours.
Okay.
That even tells you something. It's not watch minutes.
Mm.
So the more hours you build, that is when, and you need 4,000 watch hours,
That's a lot.
240,000 minutes.
That's a lot.
So the more content, but it's advisable that when you're a new channel, you don't do very long content like 20, 30 minutes because nobody knows you. So you need to start like maybe 5, 4, 3, something enough. You can do longer content so long as it's interesting or people are going to learn something valuable out of it.
Yes, because I've seen a lot of channels, especially the educational channels, where they're teaching people graphic design, website design. They're able to do 3 hours, 5 hours of content. And people watch it.
Yeah. So the issue is how you would make it look interesting and it will have value because the other videos that you watch, like, it's not saying anything. Why am I wasting my time? So the value plays a role in how you are presenting the thing. When they compare your channel to others, how different is yours? Is it educative enough? Is it informative enough? Do they get results at the end? Or you use clickbaits that watch this video to the end and at the end of the video I'm going to give you, and they don't get what they want. So you need to be very precise and honest with whatever you talk about.
I see that a lot of people on YouTube are trying to the copy trend. So if a video is trending, then they hop onto it and do something similar around it. Is that something that works?
It works and it doesn't work.
Okay.
If somebody, especially where it doesn't work is, let's say, there are videos that maybe people can look at someone's video, it's trending now, and they can download the video, someone's content too,
Okay.
and put it on their channel. But when you do that, you will never get views because already YouTube has clocked that particular video in their system that it was first uploaded. Because some of the videos is licensed, so you can never monetize it, but someone can even go to Facebook, like it, download videos and bring it directly onto YouTube. Those have already been in the social media system. They see it, so you will not get much views from there.
What if you create a similar one?
So we have something we call Creative Commons on YouTube. So somebody can upload a video and give that Creative Commons. Creative Commons means somebody can use his video, but not the same thing, but can make commentaries on it and re-edit it and use it for their channel too.
Okay.
So that way it becomes like not totally like you are copywriting on someone. The copyright claim will not be like extreme because the person has stated that's a common Creative Commons video, so anybody can use it, but you would have to re-edit it so you don't use the exact thing. That way you can get views, but copying the same thing without editing, you will see that the owner of the channel will get extreme views. If he gets 1,000, you get 2. That's how it works.
Okay, so you rather be benefiting the original content creator.
And some of them sign up that when there's a copyright claim is when you upload someone's video, then after a while they see that someone has uploaded their video because probably they've licensed it. So they can do revenue sharing. When they see your channel, can also make them get some money. They will not completely tell you that you will monetize. So you monetize, but on basis of revenue sharing. So as you make money, they also still make money from that video.
But I see that a lot of, especially if you look at the Nigerian comedians, their YouTube channels, whereas that there are particular channels which specialize in maybe uploading only Nigerian comedy.
Yeah.
So that means that they're doing something of that sort because those channels are also monetized. So it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That how can you monetize somebody's content, and while the person has also monetized his own content on his channel?
So normally, if you open the video, the description box, when you scroll down and the video has been licensed, you will see license, music license, or by a particular, either it could be TuneCore, Uprise Music. Those people, we don't have a copyright system that is in Ghana to monetize our videos. So people usually fall on the Western people to do that for them. So they take a percentage because we don't have that firm here. So usually when the video has been licensed, that is when if you try to use it, the person will look at the channel you have, people watching and stuff, and then they will, instead of giving you a complete copyright claim, they can give you a claim that we can monetize it, but we will share the revenue. So that is what is common. You see a Sharon song is on somebody's channel who has just 1.7k subscribers, but the person is being able to monetize because the revenue sharing
Okay.
has been
I see.
enabled.
So now let's talk about AdSense.
Mhm.
So how now AdSense in Ghana? What are the advantages, disadvantages? I see a lot of creators complaining that their CPM is low. They're not making a lot of money from YouTube through AdSense.
Yeah.
So can you explain what AdSense is and what CPM is, and how much you can make per video?
Okay. So the AdSense is like a company set by Google. They pay YouTubers. So AdSense is actually a Google company that pay YouTube or creators. So before you can get any money that you get on YouTube, it's the AdSense that Google pays YouTubers. But CPM means cost per mil, or that is for 1,000 adverts.
Okay.
So many people think that YouTube pay based on views. No, they never say it, but I'll expose it. It
Expose
is
it.
not the views that you make your money from.
So what
It
is it?
is advert views.
Advert views.
The advert that shows, we have types. We have display, we have
In-stream,
in-stream, and we have
discovery.
discovery, skippable, non-skippable. The common ones are the skippable. So if you realize if there's a skippable ad coming, they give you 5 seconds to decide if you will skip it.
Okay.
That 5 seconds, according to conversations I had with the YouTube community, when I was asking them basic questions, like they allowed that 5 seconds so that somebody will decide to watch it. Because if it comes instantly, skip, maybe the person will like the intro. What is this ad? I want to see what is involved. And YouTube will charge advertisers. This is how the CPM thing works. An advertiser will contact YouTube that I have this ad. I want you to show it for me so that my business can expand. But for every 1,000 times my ad shows, depending on the geographical location, maybe I'll pay $1 for every 1,000 times.
Okay.
Or I'll pay $5, $10, $40, depending on your geographical location. So YouTube will give you the content creator 55% and they will take 45%. So anytime someone's open your video and an ad show and they do not skip it after the 5 seconds and they watch to 30 seconds, YouTube will only charge after 30 seconds if the video is more than 30 seconds.
So if it's no more than 30 seconds, what happens?
Once the person did not skip and watch to the end, he's going to be charged.
Because if you look at Bolt and Uber adverts, they're actually about, I think, 5 or 3
So
seconds.
those ones are non-skippable. You can't do anything about it
Yeah.
until the end. So the person will contact YouTube and YouTube does advertising. You can advertise a video directly on YouTube ads. So during that, they said that I want my videos to be non-skippable. Normally they are 5 seconds or 6 seconds and you can't skip it. And you
Okay.
realize that those ones are not very common because it's a bit expensive compared to the
Yeah.
non-skippable. Yeah. And so the CPM is how much advertisers are willing to pay for every 1,000 times their ad show in Ghana. I don't know if I should say this
Say it.
because there are many of the bloggers and creators who don't know these details because Ghanaians don't like reading. But I decided that I want to read. I read a PDF of 200 pages about
Wow.
YouTube to get the basics and understand how it works.
That's a lot of reading.
Yeah. The CPM in Ghana, the highest you will get, depending on your niche, even if
Okay.
you are doing tech review and stuff, you will not get more than $2 for every 1,000 adverts.
Wow. But I've seen Wadmaya have a high CPM.
He doesn't have a high CPM in Ghana. The CPM varies based on regions.
Location. Okay.
So America is willing to pay $30 to $50 for 1,000 adverts.
Wow.
UK sometimes is $7. It's seasonal, depending on the festive seasons they have.
Okay.
But Ghana, the maximum you get is $3. I'm telling you, for tech review and all this. So the comedy, likey people, their CPM is like $0.50
Oh.
cents. The maximum will be like maybe $1. But the advantage with the comedy issue that they will get views.
Yeah, massive views.
So people, the reason I'm saying, based on my experience, because before I got monetized, I was like, hey, I've gotten about 5,000 views. And it means I'm going to get this dollars. I was thinking that the views, but any views you have, when you enter into the partnership program, all those views are useless.
So all your previous views, all the 4,000 hours
Yeah.
become useless.
That one is just, it will build up, but that is a requirement before you get ads to show. But all the views you had before you entered the partnership, YouTube does not count it as anything.
Wow.
It's after you enter the partnership that you start from 1, 2, 3. So your new views after the partnership is what YouTube will monetize you on, and not the old one.
Wow.
But the advantage is, let's say if you have an old video that have like 1 million views, if somebody sees it, they'll be motivated. Hey, 1 million views, I want to watch what it is. So that's the good advantage of the old views. But when you enter into the partnership, you are starting afresh.
Wow.
That's how it works. So somebody might have 1 million views and somebody will have 50,000 views. But the 50,000 views will be making more money than the 1 million views.
Because of the CPM.
Not because of the CPM, because of the number of adverts that people will not skip.
Okay. But then if the person, so let's say we take 2 videos, one has 5,000 views, one has 1,000 views.
Yeah.
But the one with the 1,000 views has a higher CPM than the one with the 5,000 views.
Yeah.
So which one, that means that the one with the 1,000 views will make more money?
It is possible. But what I realized that the CPM the YouTube talks about, it is not, you can't judge a video like, sometimes when you click individual video, you see that this video people are willing to pay $50 and stuff. But the possibility that you will get 100 ads to show on that particular, 1,000 ads to show on that particular video is very scarce. Unless you have a big channel like Wodimaya people and stuff. Wodimaya actually has most of his views from America, 60% of his views.
Oh, okay. That's why he has high CPM.
Yeah, and that is why he will make money. Because if most of his views was from Ghana, you will not make that much. Because sometimes I can see in the middle of the month, I get maybe 2,000 views, just views, so not advert views from Ghana. And out of the 2,000, I have like maybe 900 ad views.
Wow.
And then or 1,000. But I realized that the CPM in Ghana is like 1.83, and that they will give me 0.78 cents out of the 1,000. So you can see. So sometimes you can't understand how the CPM works. Because I remember I spoke to the YouTube community live chat, and like they say that those things are not supposed to even be known to us, but they expose it so that we know how the thing works. But I think if you're a small channel, that 55% does not work.
Okay. So they take more.
They take more. But as your channel grows, because you can't compare your channel to, I don't know if you've heard of Mr. Beast.
Yes.
He has so many views. So probably they will consider him more than you, the growing channel. That's what I've realized. And now the unfortunate thing is, if somebody, I hope I'm not talking too much.
Oh, you are not. Continue exposing it.
If somebody watches your video from America and you're not staying in America, now YouTube take taxes.
Okay.
So if you are not a citizen, you need to fill your tax details. Then they will take 30% of any views you get from America.
So basically, you'll be paying tax to the American government.
Yeah. So if you have $5 from America, they will take 30% out of that. And if you don't fill your tax information, they will assume that you're an American, and they will take 28% on all your incomes from all other countries. So you see that. So it means if you are getting $30 like from all other countries, America will take $28. But if you fill the taxation information, they're going to only take 30 of American stuff, so you can keep
the rest,
the other countries.
But
so
then what I was going to say was that the way you are describing it looks like it'd be more beneficial for you to build views from outside the country than to build it in Ghana.
Yeah. YouTube is American based. They established that. And based on the experience, sometimes I check, we call something analytics in YouTube to check where your views came from, your the places where, like, you check the advert views is referred to as estimated monetized playbacks.
Okay.
That is what YouTube, if you open your analysis and you want to check details about where your views, the number of adverts that played. It's called estimated monetized playbacks. That is the number of times adverts were shown that people did not skip. So I realized that sometimes in America I get 50 ads
Hmm?
and I make like $5.
Oh,
And in Ghana I have 1,000, 2,000 ads and I'm making $1. You get it?
it's not
So,
proportional at
yeah.
all.
So that's why I'm saying YouTube becomes interesting when your channel start growing and people naturally subscribe because they want, "Hey, what is Robo going to produce this week?" Because if I should be making 50,000 views from a video, possibility that there will be about 30,000 ads showing, meaning say if Ghana we are getting $1 for every 1,000, 30,000, so I'll be getting almost 300 views from that particular video.
Okay.
So the more ads that you get shown, and they call something impressions. Impressions are the number of ads that they show. As your channel grows, they increase the number of impressions that you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then let's talk about promoting your channel. So I've seen that I've heard people talk about creating other social media platforms to promote your YouTube channel. Some people create Facebook groups, some create Instagram pages, some go to Facebook pages.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend? And is it even advisable to do so?
Okay. So there were I've promoted about 7 videos just to see.
When you say
promote
promoted, you mean like adverts?
adverts. I use my URL of my particular videos and I promoted it on YouTube ads. They have ads, YouTube ads that you can set up your video like the way somebody will skip the video. So just to promote my own videos for somebody to watch, but I only pay when they don't skip after 30 seconds.
Okay.
And I realized that based on, so they have a bid CPM, you bid. So the highest bidder is who will get the videos to show a lot more.
Okay.
So I targeted America, UK, and stuff, and people are paying $20 for the bid. You are paying $1, so your ads will show less to people. And what I realized with that is, you will see that your views will start showing, but you will get more views based on the amount you invest. So sometimes I can invest $10 for 4 days, like, so you see the views will come. But after the 4th day ends, that particular video will not get any views. It will go back to the organic way.
So then it doesn't increase your video in suggested views.
No. But you might get a little bit watch hours from that. But the problem with advertising is that after you advertise, you should advertise if you have something to direct traffic to. Maybe you can advertise your website so that people can. But if you are just advertising your video you've put on YouTube platform, it is not effective. But when you have enough money, so you see that sometimes when you open the home screens, you see people video 2 million views. Trust me, it is paid. Some of the videos can trend, people will share, but the possibility for it to be on YouTube homepage, there are backdoors things that have been done. People have advertised, have paid enough money for YouTube to promote them. So YouTube will start putting you on the home pages when you start hitting 20,000 views, that way up.
Okay.
When they hit into the millions, they don't care if you paid on their platform.
They don't mind.
They will push you there. So before a video will get 1 million views, behind doors, it's not easy. Yeah, that's how it works. People have promoted the videos to a certain.
What about using Facebook?
Facebook is good, but YouTube doesn't like it. So when you check your analytics, you go to reach. There's a portion where they've written external traffic.
Yeah.
So you see WhatsApp, Facebook, Google, WhatsApp.com. But YouTube would want views to come directly from their advertising site. But sometimes they like it when people use Facebook because in a way you are directing traffic back to YouTube. Yeah, but they will prefer you advertising on their channel directly than bringing it externally.
What about Instagram?
Instagram is cool, but you know that there's a problem with Instagram. You can't click on URL unless you put it in your bios.
That's the issue.
So unless the person is really or the person has been touched by what you produce, that they would come.
So
You can even put a video and put your subscribe and like, followed me. People might not follow unless they have built a particular interest in the thing you are doing. So I don't think Instagram is good to advertise your YouTube. Facebook would be better.
What about Twitter?
Twitter is also cool, but Facebook is much better because
Okay.
of how Twitter space looks like in terms of type. Sometimes you even want to upload a video, it will keep, because you have to upload 0 to 45 seconds for a
Yeah.
video compared to Facebook where you can upload a whole long video. So YouTube naturally would work with WhatsApp and Facebook. If you check your external sources, normally it's WhatsApp and Facebook that work. You will not see Instagram and Twitter on Facebook or YouTube when you look at the external traffic source.
Wow. This is a lot. This is a lot. I'm sure that some people are feeling overwhelmed by now. Because when you're hearing this for the first time, you're hearing suggested, you're hearing analytics, you're hearing promoting using Facebook, you're using YouTube. Now, to make it even worse, CPM is in it now.
Yeah.
Now you hear about ad views. Somebody just thought all he had to do was to just create a video, put it there, then he or she will blow. Well, now this sounds so scary to somebody who is now starting. But what would you like to? So imagine you were now starting and you're now hearing all these things. Like put yourself in the person's shoes and give a word of encouragement to those kind of people.
Okay, so before I say anything to encourage you, I'm just glad that nobody taught me this stuff. I worked my way out by reading, even things that I used to go to YouTube Live, their workstation, and I asked them questions that sometimes they be right back. I realized that some of them, it was robots I was chatting to.
Oh, okay.
But when I say stuff that are extreme, then a human being, when the be right back comes, a human being is coming to take over to answer it. So the stuff that I was asking at the point, I realized that I need to be careful before my channel is. Because I was asking them certain details. They're like, well, we've never thought about this, but I think it's possible. Because I asked if VPN is legal to use on. And they were like, I'll be right back. They were like, so long as it is legal, you're using it for good purpose, it's allowed. I realized that they have never thought about. I'm not saying people should take it out. So I learned so many things because I was chatting live. What is this RPM? What is CPM? What do you mean when you tell me? Because I realized the amount you say RPM supposed to, it doesn't match what the CPM is. Like RPM is the actual money you get after YouTube has taken. CPM is not what you get. CPM is to let you know what advertisers pay. But after YouTube has deducted their earnings,
percentage,
that is when RPM. So in research, I realized that sometimes the RPM, they add all your other views that were not monetized to it. But the price, the money you get from RPM is very little. That's why some people get 1 million views and they still make certain money because all the views that were not monetized will be added to your RPM too. But the money is in 0.005 cents. You get it? So all I want to tell you that YouTube is a way you can make good sustainable amount of money. But in my analysis or what I built in my mind is that this is a treasury bill for me. I'm doing this and whatever I get, I'm saving it so long as YouTube is not going to collapse. So if I check my Google AdSense, I've made the minimum YouTube will pay you is $1,100. When you get $100, you can just type in your bank Swift code and they'll direct it to your bank. But I've made my minimum $2,000 because what is $100? Almost 500 Ghana. Yeah, it's not
now 600 Ghana.
Yeah, but before I have $100 in my AdSense since November. And even to get that money, November, December, January, up to almost 8 months or so.
Wow.
It means my channel CPM is very good. Like advertisers are willing to pay very high, even though I don't have so many subscribers. Because sometimes I check my CPM for a video. Some advertisers are willing to pay $20, $12, $30 as CPM for that particular video. But when you add all the CPMs, you have an average. So maybe America will be $40, but individual videos you can see somebody is willing to pay $100 or $200 for that particular video based on ads, but we will not only one ad has shown there. Do you get it? So the summary of your money is from the various ads that showed on each individual videos, and they add it up. So maybe you had 1,000 ads showing. Then they look at the average CPM for 1,000 ads.
Okay.
Yeah. So if people were you to have a lot of subscribers watching your videos and not skipping your ads, if a particular video advertisers are willing to pay $50 and maybe you are getting 50,000 views, it means you are going to make every.
Okay.
So they have something you call a playback CPM. That is after every 1,000, the money they are willing to pay. Sometimes America is willing to pay $70 for every 1,000 that, but Ghana still stays at $1.83. So my advice is that it is possible. Anybody can make a money out of. But I do YouTube because, as I said, I am passionate about teaching. As I wasn't able to teach at the university because of that, I'm finding ways to impart the little knowledge that I have
That's amazing.
electronically, so that people who need help can still learn. And the money is more like a side attraction. If it builds up, as I said, it's to me like a treasury bill I've clamped in my mind, because that money, if I want to go and take it out right now, it's not going to do anything for me.
Yeah.
But I've changed my mind that once God is existing and YouTube does not close, maybe 5 years time, you might need some money. You go and open your AdSense and you have about $50,000 that
Sharp.
can help you. So that is how I built my state of mind that someday it could help. So it is not easy to get your first 1,000 subscribers if you are lazy. Once you produce good content, people will subscribe. It will come naturally. But if you put 5 videos for almost 7 months and you expect people to subscribe, nobody. So that's my advice. You need to be consistent and build the channel. Yeah, that is how YouTube pushes you. Once you are producing content on a weekly basis, at least on weekly basis.
Then it was possible.
Yeah. It's
So
possible.
you heard it from his own mouth that it is very possible to have a side income from YouTube. I mean, YouTube gives you the opportunity to do what you love, create the content you love, spread your content, spread your ideas, and still make some income from it, which is still amazing. But as for the actual technicalities and some of the things I make, I know that it's going to be a lot for some people. So how do people find you if they want for you to help them grow their channel? How do they find you?
All right, I can give my contacts to you. Especially, I can give my email. That'll be the best thing. So my email is samagmg@yahoo.com. I have a Gmail, but I'll not disclose that.
Can you say it again?
samagmg@yahoo.com.
Are they all small letters?
Yeah, all small letters. But if you want to contact me through WhatsApp, it's 050-80-54-738. 050-80-54-738. So what I can say, within less than a year, the things I've discovered, there's so many content creators who don't even know some of the things because they were not reading. So at least anybody who comes to me, they learn a lot. And the quickest way for YouTube to promote a new video is through likes. The more people like your content, and there's something we call audience retention. If people watch your video to the end, YouTube algorithm feels that the video is interesting. So the length people watch the video and likes will make them keep recommending your video. Comments is not
That's a
as
free tip.
important. The more likes you get and the more people watch your video to the end, YouTube feels that people are interested. Comment is important, but it doesn't play a key role based on the research I've found.
I see. So
Yeah.
likes over comments.
Yeah,
Okay, I see.
they all play a role, but likes are more superior.
Than comments. Okay. So if you want to contact him for consultation, for him to help you grow your channel, his number has already been sent in the video, but it will be in the description for you to click on it, then WhatsApp him directly. You can also send him an email to the mail he mentioned, which is also in the description. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to click on the like button. Very, very important.
And the subscribe button.
And subscribe and click on the notification bell, because when we produce more content like this, you'll be one of the first to receive it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.